Hey guys, it's Bob Fernger back with another 8-minute call. You know, there's a lot of things that really will determine your success in life, in relationships, in business, at your job, with your children. But I think this is probably in the top 5, if not the top number 1. It's doing what you say you are going to do. Doing what you say you're going to do. Let's go to the opposite of that, so this will frame the whole thing for you. What do you think about politicians? The vast majority of them say anything it takes to get elected, and then they do the opposite things, right? And we tend to think of politicians as very low level of people that we respect. I mean, that's just kind of true. You can yell and scream, you can say, oh, Trump, or you can say Biden, but he was out of it for 4 years. But I mean, isn't that true? We get disgusted with them, whether it's the news media who doesn't tell the truth, right? So we don't respect those kind of people. I mean, used car salesmen had one of the worst reputations forever, right? Why is that? Is it because cars are bad or politics is bad? No, it's people, right? They tell you something, then they do something different. Any of you have a boss that does that? Right? So you control this. You control your own personal reputation by doing what you said you were going to do, by being honorable, honoring the things and the words that you have spoken or done. One of the most disgusting things to me is what happens at high-level professional sports. An athlete signs a contract. He agrees to that contract. Maybe it's a 2 or 3 or 4 year contract. And then they go out and perform, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Do your best. And then they want to renegotiate their contract. Happens in the NFL all the time. And I just think that's not honorable. Whatever. So you're better than your contract. Most people are worse than their contracts. The NFL doesn't take money away from them. Again, see how that's the things that cause people to question someone is the words don't match the actions don't match the words. So let's talk about your children. If you are consistent, and this is like the hardest thing in my life right now, is being consistent in my words matching my actions. And it's not on the good side. It's really when the kid is misbehaving, right? I'm tired of disciplining them. I'm tired of timeouts. I'm tired of giving them more work to do. I'm tired of spanking. So and so that's not good for the kid. So I'm working on myself there. In business, man, you're screwed. You're donezo. I think it's actually lying, to be honest with you. You're going to do something different than you're telling your client or your prospect or your employee or whatever it is. You're just a liar. And now, again, you got to think about how important reputation is. Some people have power, some people have money, so they kind of fake it that they're important or whatever. But in fact, if you are not a person of integrity, well, how does life really go for you? How do you constantly cover up your lies? How do you go back to people and say, well, now this time I really mean it? Difficult to do, right? So just control yourself. What's the right thing to do in any situation? Always tell the truth. Now, if you're in a situation that gets a little heated, sometimes it's a good idea to say as little as you can. So you don't have to go back and correct yourself. You know what I mean? And it's just don't say as much as you have to if there's a heated situation. But in a normal, everyday situation, let your words and your actions match so that you become and have this reputation as a person of integrity. People will respect you. People may not like you. That's okay. A lot of people do not like Trump. Would we agree on that? Now, the people who do like Trump, which is something like 55% today, believe that his words match his actions. And so what you see are, polling that gets better and better over time. Words match actions. And so when he's a little bit off, it throws those kind of things off. What happened to the last administration? Well, I mean, they just did whatever they wanted with an auto pen. They completely were scamming the United States and the world by not having someone there that told the truth and their actions matched their words. So those things are relatively simple. There's pressure not to be honest. There's pressure to be able to make up numbers. There's pressure to go around the rules. It's always short term easier to cheat, to lie, to try to get away with things. Long term, though, you're destroying the one thing that's really difficult to get back, and that's your reputation. I know this sounds a little serious, it sounds a little political. It's just kind of truthful, isn't it? Just be honest. Just be honest, and good things can happen.